I'm always asking for the meze with patlıcan. So mezeler patlıcanlı. And I love this one very much. I would like to choose this.
This one also inside have the eggplant with tahini.
With tahini?
This one have this eggplant and with curried shrimps and with
I see. I eat everything. That's the good thing about me. Second choice. Third choice, I love this salad very much.
Blueberry salads. If you want to make with us, prepare this one.
Yes, we can prepare this one. That's a good idea.
Also, maybe I think you like it. This some smoked salmon fish.
Absolutely. I follow your suggestion. Whatever we prepare, that's fine. You tell me what I have to do. That's a good thing.
Now is smoked salmon.
Now we make smoked salmon rolls.
Rolls. Yes.
Very good. And what do you put in
Inside?
usually? Yes.
Inside labne
Labne
and shrimps
and shrimps.
and dry tomato and onion.
I see. And this is already the mixture.
Yes.
Ah, very good. I start with this one.
Yes.
I need one per roll or two?
Three.
Three.
Yes. One roll in this three.
Shall we make it
Yes.
This way?
This way.
a little wider?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that might work.
You put this one line
One line in the middle?
here.
No, because
Yes.
we roll this way.
Yes.
Ah, okay, let me see. Ah, one has to practice that, I think. But this is, of course, very clever. Maybe I do this at home.
This side. Two shrimps.
One, this side,
Yes. This open.
open it and press it
Yes.
a little.
Little press it.
Press it a little. Okay. It's a little bit like a puzzle, a shrimp puzzle. Now.
We can this like this Turkish sarma.
Uh-huh.
First food. Yeah. Make.
First step.
Yes.
But this has to stay outside.
Yes. Outside.
Okay.
Slowly make this. Yes.
A little strong. Okay, this I have not practiced yet, but
good.
we
It's
will
good.
eat it anyway, will we? Whatever it looks like.
Perfect.
Perfect is different, but
Yes,
it's a roll.
good.
Look
Yes.
at it. It looks like a roll.
It's ready.
And I put it.
Yes. This like this. Şimdi
So how do we call it in Turkish? This roll?
the salmon roll. This name.
Salmon roll.
Yes.
Oh, that's easy.
Easy. Salmon roll.
Salmon roll. We did a salmon roll.
Turkish name shrimps gözleme. Gözleme.
Shrimps
I don't
gözleme.
know English.
Gözleme is gözleme. It's called gözleme. Yes, gözleme is gözleme. I know it as a pancake.
Two line. This side here. You put this inside
This
cheddar.
is
Yes.
the margin. Okay. Two pieces or more?
This one only one.
Only one. Ah, I
Yes.
see. Only for
One
a little
portion.
for a little taste. This way.
Yes. Here. Start here.
Start here.
Yes.
But this way?
Yes. This way.
Okay.
And second one.
And the second one. Okay.
Inside a mushroom, hellim, cheese,
Yeah.
and normal cheese.
And normal cheese. Yeah.
Inside the two spoon, put here.
Maybe the shape will be different in the end than you usually have it. Press it a little. This was spoon number one. If you are not happy with the result, we can perhaps rectify it. More?
More.
More. We have to be a bit
Yes.
fairer to it, right?
Yes. First of all, this right and left, close it.
To roll a little. We need to be careful with the dough.
Yes.
Mine is not as big as yours. What you have in the counter is much bigger.
First of all is good.
For the first try, it's okay. What is it? Is it nuts? Or is it
This is panko, dry bread.
dry bread? Oh, breadcrumbs. Yeah,
Yes.
very good. So,
First, second, First, second.
First,
Yes.
second.
Put here.
Okay. Back to the egg,
Again, egg.
then breadcrumbs. German ambassador fighting with gloves for half an hour. How is this prepared? I mean, usually leaves are not that easy to...
Salted.
It's salted?
Yes,
Just salted.
After we waited in hot water inside,
Yeah.
maybe 1 hour.
Okay.
After the salt outside.
And then
we
it is smooth. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I never did, so it's a real premiere here.
Yes.
Could go as one.
Yes. Water.
I need to do a second one. That
Second
was
one,
not
okay.
that I need to get a feeling for the amount of rice I need to fill it. I should try to have it a bit more thick, because I thought maybe having it a little bit more thick is nicer to eat. But so here we go. Thank you for showing me. Great stuff. Very nice. I enjoy that very much. I will continue practicing for the next 2-3 years I'm here. I hope I will be here long enough to learn much more. So this is entertainment for the whole staff. I enjoyed it very much, and I think it's really high quality meze. I tried meze in many places, also in very, very, let's say, expensive restaurants. But nothing beats this quality here. So I try, of course, what you ordered too. This is, I mean, this is color-wise a hit already. If the taste is only half as good as the coloring, that can only be very, very good. It's fish. I would think it's fish, but I'm not sure. Due to the fact that I'm eating everything and anything, I will just try. I have been in Turkey now for 1 year, exactly 1 year. I arrived last year in August. I think I was very well informed before I came that Turkish cuisine is great. And wherever I went, I really have encountered great restaurants, great recipes. Of course, the meze, as we can see here, is a big part of it. But what I find also extremely important is that you always get high quality meat. You get great breads, and this is perhaps also something where I would say where there is a similarity between German cuisine and Turkish cuisine. We both have an inclination towards bread, although the breads are very different, and we have an inclination towards quality meat. I find that a good parallel. Yeah. I don't have one because this is a hard decision to make. Yeah. I'm not so very much into sweets, so the desserts are perhaps not my favorites. But I think that the meze and the home-cooked food, the home-cooked food that you can get in some of the traditional restaurants out of big pots, kuzu and dana, and a lot of vegetables, this is my favorite. I need to try as much as I can. What I think adds to the quality of the meze and makes it even more appealing is when you mix it.
Wow.
Yeah, having one meze or two doesn't do the trick, but you have to eat it all together. I'm not saying you have to stir, but you have to eat it together, and that leads, from my point of view, to an additional sensation of taste. For example, in our mix now, the salad with the blueberries is missing. And I miss it I miss it not on the table. We have enough food. If you want to mix different flavors, a salad is a must, as an addition to the yogurt, the baba ganoush stuff. Yeah? An image of diplomats in your heads, as everybody has. And eating for purposes of our profession is a very common happening. So very often I have to eat in the course of my work during the day with partners, with good friends, with people from the economy, and therefore I very much cherish the time when I have time to eat at home and to cook at home. It's very relaxing, I find, cooking. It's one of my pastimes, and if it happens, I try to do family recipes, do combinations of recipes we have encountered in the different countries we were posted to, and that gives me a lot of fun and relaxation. And baking cakes is a very German habit of mine, and this I do very, very often. And so we just do that privately when we have a day off on the weekend, or when there is an evening where surprisingly nothing is happening. So that's a very nice habit of ours, and I have the privilege to be able to do that on my own, having no security detail that presses me into a certain schedule. So I'm very fortunate in that as well. I think that in each and every country the kitchen is evolving and developing. So it's really not easy to say something about the German food, because the German food is in every region very different. Even where I come from, the people from one village to the next village say our bread is different from your bread, our sausages are different from your sausages. So in general, I think we all have an image of German food in our heads. It's lots of different breads, it's lots of meat, lots of sausages, it's beer, it's perhaps, of course, pork knuckles or things like that. And this is still, I think, very much sought after by tourists that come to Germany. But in general, the broader public is, of course, eating very differently, as it is here as well. So, in a way, I think that the image of German food in the world is more shaped by history than by actually being the German food. When I travel through the world, I can say that German bread is very well recognized. That's, I think, the brand Germany nowadays is best known for. And people, when it comes to our national day, whether it's here or in some other country of the world, they are always looking for bratwurst, sizzled sausage, always. And they are really disappointed if there's none. Yes, of course. White spargel you only have in Central Europe. It's very seasonal, from, let's say, April to the beginning of June, usually. And one has to grow to spargel. It's not everybody's favorite, but if you start to know it, if you get to know it, most people start to like it very, very much. And what I learned as well is that internationally, Germany is well known for the so-called Kaffeetafel, for having a piece of cake and a cup of coffee in the afternoon, between 3 and 4 o'clock. Very many people identify this kind of a habit specifically with Germany. It's a very traditional thing. I would say that modern Germans don't have the time for the Kaffeetafel, but having at coffee time homemade cakes, that's a very broad habit. Usually it only happens on the weekends nowadays, but former times there were families who had it every day. I think all what we said so far and what you are asking now, it's pointing at the döner. Yeah? I said before that from my point of view, bread and meat is something that really is characteristic for German and Turkish cuisine. And the döner somehow epitomizes the combination of both foods. And the success of the döner in Germany, I think, is amazing. When it was introduced it became instantly a hit. First in the bigger cities, then it was a kind of a parallel development to the currywurst. The currywurst declined, the döner increased. And now you have today in Germany more people eating döner as a fast food than eating currywurst or hamburgers. And in each and every little town you will find your Dönerbude, your döner stand. Yeah. And I think that's a development that was not in the books. It was an enormous success, and it remains to be an enormous success. And the döner in Germany nowadays has developed. It's very different to Turkish döner, but in both countries we have this very, very popular food. And I think it's not only a discussion about what is better, but it's a kind of a competition between people of Turkish origin in Germany and people here in Turkey. And it's a good topic, I think, because you can talk about it for ages without taking a decision. I'm a diplomat. I will not say which döner is better, but I can tell you that in each and every country you find enormously brilliant döner. I'm always flabbergasted how big the difference has become. So people in Berlin who sell döner would always say, this is the real döner. And people, of course, in Turkey would always say, hey, you took it from us and now you are telling us this is the real döner. Cannot be. So it's a fun question as well. It's a fun question as well. I like it very much, but it's different. It's a different dish by now. It's more concentrating on the meat and a little on the additions you want to have. Whereas the German döner is always with sauces, 3 sauces, Kräuter, Knoblauch, Schaf. We include the question of German food in very many of our events that we host at the embassy. Not only on the 3rd of October, our National Day, but other than with other countries who have a cuisine or a food tradition that is not known in Turkey, we do not need to do extra cultural food events. So we introduce it in our daily work, and that works very well. But we are not a country from far away where Turkish people have no idea what we are eating. Mm-hmm. And due to the fact that the Turkish community in Germany is bringing their take of German cuisine back in the holidays or when they are traveling backwards and forwards, this is not a topic we are concentrating on because it works between our two societies, and that's a great success. Food is something that really unites us. Sharing food is something that gives us a great basis for our talk here. Yeah? So sharing food is something I think for thousands of years people have done, and it has always been confidence building. When I talk to the German expats here who live here, they are food-wise entirely immersed. They have their favorite Turkish restaurants. They are buying Turkish foods. They are enjoying Turkish foods. They are eating much more fish than they did before, usually. And in the end, they have 1, 2, or 3 habits they brought from Germany and that they still pursue. For example, having people from Germany bringing bread, fresh bread. Second thing is bringing Quark. Quark is something you only have in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. I mean the original quark you need for baking cheesecakes. They have their relatives bringing quark to them so that they can bake a cheesecake. These are the things that remain with certain people who say, this I need sometimes during the year. Not every day, not every week, but sometimes I want to do the real thing, and they get their stuff from their relatives and their visitors. This is my roll. As always? It's done like always, yes. This is my roll. This is the one I did. Very good.
Oh. Wow.
What we learned when we came to Ankara was that the founder of the Republic, Mr. Atatürk, made sure that when the capital was moving from Istanbul to Ankara, that all the civil servants would be supplied with the fish they were used to from Istanbul. And that therefore the quality of fish in Ankara up to these days is the same as in Istanbul. So this was one of the first stories I was told when walking through the city here and looking for fish. So it's a very wise thing. I mean, if you move a capital and it's not very popular for all those who have to move, you at least provide the kind of food they are used to. Now you are trying to bring me into this eternal debate between Istanbul and Ankara. I find it, first of all, entirely unfair to compare a metropolis like Istanbul to Ankara, because this is not the same level. They don't have the same starting conditions. Living in Ankara, I personally find very, very comfortable. This is a young city. Due to the fact that there are so many universities, I see so many youngsters, it's lively and vivid. I like that very much. And it's a safe city. It's great to live here. So I find it absolutely, absolutely comfortable to be here. I have a wonderful embassy that helps as well, because with our park and our garden, we have, of course, just a very comfortable setting. There's only one thing I have to criticize about Ankara, and that is not about the city itself. It's about the marketing of the city. Before we came to Turkey, we tried to buy a travel guide for Ankara. You cannot buy a travel guide to Ankara in German or English. You get very strange offers in the internet, but there is not one quality travel guide on Ankara. So, the Augustus Temple, Ulus and the Kalesi, the history of the city as such, what you can do as a tourist. It's well hidden. You have to find out yourself. This is the only thing I would suggest, because Ankara needs to have more visitors, and a good travel guide would be the first step. I like to walk in Wadi Dikmen because I think it's a spectacular setting. It's a real wadi, and you have the water and whatever you like. So for walking, it's a great spot. And when we have visitors, we usually do a guided tour of Atatürk Bulvari to the north, pointing to the different architectural gems of the city. We usually go to İşbank because of the Art Deco.
Yeah.
Only few people know that you can visit it. And we end up then at the Augustus Temple, and most of the time at the Museum of Anatolian Heritage.
So
the Turkish language is much more difficult than I thought in the beginning. You know perhaps that I took lessons before I came, and then continued when I was here. And I have to say, I should have known many years ago that I would be posted to Turkey. Then I would have started much earlier. It is possible for me to learn basics, to understand basics, but I will not come to a level where I can really work in Turkish. This is unfortunate, and I miss it to know the language much better, but I don't think that I will manage. I'm continuing. I will not give up, but it's not good enough to really have a conversation. The tricky thing about Turkish is you usually don't understand the answer as a learner. In the other languages I learned so far, it was always the case that I could understand much more than I could say myself at the beginning. Here it's a little bit different, and I think it's because of the makeup of the language that you have these suffixes in the middle of the word. And as a beginner, you always think, is it the word or is it already the suffix? What is it? And then the sentence is already gone. Yeah. So I will not give up, and I will continue to say things in the Turkish language when I give speeches, when I encounter new people. But it would be not honest to say that I will learn the language properly. I will not manage. It's the one I like the most, kolay gelsin. Why? Because in these two words, there's a whole story of how you see the world and how you see life. Yeah. I think in German nobody would have the faintest idea to tell somebody who's working hard, it would come over as a kind of ironic thing. Yeah. Here it is a very sincere wish for the day and what will come, and that it will be easy enough. So that's my favorite word. Pronunciation is like music. You imitate something. This is not very difficult. What is the most difficult, though, is that people who speak to me, or when I follow a speech that is given in Turkish, that I find people are swallowing parts of the word. They are not saying it even. That might be a dialect or a habit, I don't know, but this is the major difficulty I have, that people are not saying what I think they should say, they are swallowing syllables. I think I have two messages. First of all, the people who live in Turkey of German origin and the people who live in Germany with roots in Turkey, they are absolutely important for the bilateral relations of our two countries. They are the ones who can explain best what the understandings of different situations are. And they are absolutely an asset we need to build on. And the other thing I want to say is, because we were talking about food today, food is an amazing element to celebrate our common basis. Nothing is easier than sitting together with good food and come into a great conversation as we just did it today. So try to enjoy Turkish and German foods together and everything will be even more easy.